From the Virgil, a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Welcome to Aging and Awesome. Come on in, make yourself at home. We're here at the Virgil. So pleased you're joining us tonight. We are in mid-December already, well into the holiday season, right, Breen?
That's right. Check it out. We are only 2 weeks from Christmas right now. 2 weeks.
My goodness.
And we have so much to share with you tonight, like taking you to the Bridge Center here in Reno, where you can gather for a little socializing and actually learn everything you need to know about Medicare plans.
Joe and realtor Marsha Rambo have the latest housing market update and how many older people are taking this time to downsize. And a little later, we'll take a spin in my cab.
But first, have you decided on all the gifts you're giving this year?
I have a list. Why? You got ideas?
I got a million ideas. I always do. And here's something that I have come to know over all my years, that you know what? It's not always about the things. It's very often about giving the gift of time.
That goes for family, friends, and seniors who can find the holidays very, very lonely. Now, instead of just offering a gift, you can offer them the gift of time. And as we see in this story here coming up, that can be the most affordable, yet the most valuable gift of all. For Marcus Rector and Ken Lasker, garage time is precious time to talk their favorite teams.
Between Boston and Providence.
But they have a good team again this year, but you're even going to concede to me that this is the year for the Buffalo Bills, right?
You see, Marcus has been on Infinity Hospice for several years now, and Ken is his volunteer. Because of simple times walking the neighborhood or just discussing life's ups and downs, Marcus has accepted time with others is his true treasure.
I feel like the more I can learn from other people and by interactions with other people, the better I am.
We need to be together. We need to see each other's faces. We need to develop really good relationships and connections with other humans. And that's the stuff that really matters this time of year.
Lisa Foley is a licensed clinical social worker. She runs a practice called Healing Minds and says some in the older generation have a harder time receiving friendship when they need it most.
This is the time of year where we give and we receive. And when we care about ourselves enough, when we love ourselves enough, then we can give the gift of receiving things well. Being able to say thank you, meaning it, sitting with the person and having that meaningful exchange. Again, it's the relationships that bring meaning to our lives.
Marcus can agree, but being open to receiving time from others is the first step.
I think if you're isolated, it's a choice. Once you get beyond the intrusion part and into the storytelling part, it's great.
I hope Bill Belichick trips on his way to practice.
That's not going to happen.
So I would encourage people to look outside their own families and create meaningful relationships with their neighbors, with the gentleman down the street, with the people that are walking their dogs, taking opportunities to look at our faces again, smiling at our faces again.
The volunteer team is just one aspect of a multifaceted approach to Infinity Hospice Care's model. Volunteer coordinator Ken Lasker will tell you they can be one of the most influential, especially during the holidays.
At Infinity, our entire team is attuned to the issues involved at the holidays. We know that our patients' mental health is as important as their physical health. So we make a special effort to make sure that people are feeling that love from us, feeling our time, knowing how much we care.
And one of the greatest gifts all people involved get out of this is something truly priceless.
It also gives you a lot of good perspective on your own life, your own troubles that maybe seem big to you. But then when you're visiting a senior or a hospice patient, you realize they would give anything to trade places with you. Your troubles are not that insurmountable. You can fight through them.
The power of perspective and the treasure of time. That's a gift we can all give and receive.
Time with people it's all you have. I mean, if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
And think about this for just a minute. You know what? You could always offer that same gift, the gift of time, not just for the holidays, but all through the year. It's a very, very valuable gift.
And if by chance you want to volunteer that time to a friend you haven't even met yet, you could contact our friends at Infinity Hospice Care at the number on your screen, where they are always looking for volunteers. Now, don't you go away. We've still got a lot to bring you tonight, including, have you been thinking about downsizing? The winter time has an awful lot of folks thinking about either moving to warmer places or just having to worry less about their big homes. Realtor Marsha Rambo is here to tell us how the local real estate market is doing.
And we're going to show you another way that Senior Care Plus reaches out to educate the community on Medicare. And of course, that's Spinning Kai's Cap.
Woohoo, can't wait. But first, let's reconvene with Aaron Breen. That's in a short 90 seconds.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 35 years experience and specializing in helping older people. If you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, Marsha is the right person for you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Marsha Rambo, and I'm a realtor. I'll help you find the right home at any stage of your life. Whether you're considering selling your home or making a purchase, give me a call at 775-395-9133. Together, we'll make a plan that will best work for you.
Call Marsha today and tell her I sent you.
At Reno Eye Institute, you'll get the attention you deserve from a doctor who cares.
I came to Dr. Freeman because I needed cataract surgery. I needed it on both eyes, and Dr. Freeman was one of the few who could get me in right away. He cares about me, and I love him for that. You know, I can't say enough as to how well he takes care of you.
At Reno Eye Institute, our focus is you.
Now accepting new patients. Call Reno Eye Institute today at 451-7268.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Living at Lakeside Manor, an independent senior living community in the heart of Reno, means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Rooms are available now, starting at $15.80 a month. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today.
Hello there. You know, memories can be such a delicious thing, can't they? I mean, back in October, I woke up and it was raining. Crazy raining. We all were there for that. I mean, really raining, and it never really rains here. So I pulled the covers back up over my shoulders and I kind of ignored the alarm clock. And as I lay there in bed with two cats, my mind drifted back to middle school days. So many high school days in Camas, Washington, not wanting to get up and move because it was raining. I mean, I always did get up and move, but I never really wanted to. I can hardly remember the days that it didn't rain back then. The same in Ireland. At least a little bit of rain almost every day made it sometimes tough to get up and get moving and go to classes, but I always did. And just the sound of the rain just sent me back. Isn't that weird? How little things can spark an onslaught of memories. The smell of the pancakes cooking or coffee brewing, or the perfume my mother used to wear, my father's aftershave, Jiffy Pop popcorn burning, and the sound of my brothers arguing over anything they could think of. And think about this, any song from your youth on the radio, they all just trigger different memories for us all, where we were and when. Strolling through antique stores or thrift stores does the same thing. Seeing things that your parents had or that you used yourself in your childhood always makes me smile. We had one of those. Looking back at photos of vacations gone by, of our families growing up, pets in our past, friends we may have lost over time. They all spark reflection and reconsideration of our past. And I, for one, think that those times gone by become more and more important to us as we move forward. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store is local and gives free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Visit the Medicare Store today.
Do you or a loved one live in a nursing home? Do you know that you have rights? All residents have rights guaranteed by the Federal Nursing Home Reform Law. They include the right to be treated with dignity and respect, to privacy, and to develop a comprehensive plan of care with the staff. Other rights include the right to be fully informed about care and treatment options and to file grievances. There are protections in case of involuntary discharge or transfer. Know your rights. For more information about residents' rights or questions or concerns, contact your long-term care ombudsman program. They are advocates that promote and protect the rights of residents in licensed long-term care facilities. Visit www.theconsumervoice.org for more information. That's www.theconsumervoice.org. theconsumervoice.org.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story, too. I was offered an online work-from-home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Living at Lakeside Manor, an independent senior living community in the heart of Reno, means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Rooms are available now, starting at $15.80 a month. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today. Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. We're at the Matthewson Bridge Center on Lakeside and Plum, where a lot of senior citizens gather to do a little card playing and some social interaction.
You can't hear, but you're pretty amazing in every other place.
Well, everybody comes here to play bridge. That's good for your mind, right?
Well, you know, as we age, we can fix sort of knees and hips and whatever, but your brain you got to keep working on. So that's a muscle that we can have fun socially and exercise it by playing a really cool game, which is bridge. Okay. We are open to walk-ins, tournament players, beginners, people that have maybe never played cards. I mean, the big requirement to play bridge is be able to count to 13. We have so much fun.
This Bridge Club and Senior Care Plus just naturally have a lot of crossover members. So they've turned that into a partnership that benefits everyone involved.
You know, a side effect of playing bridge is it keeps your brain sharp. Well, as a health insurance company, we know health isn't just, blood pressure, cholesterol, A1C, that sort of thing. It's a whole total body experience, right? You got to keep your mind straight, you got to keep your body active. So partnering with them just made sense.
Tonight, seniors are gathering here to learn all about Medicare, which I got to learn about right about now. What's the best way to go? An Advantage plan or a supplemental plan? And what's the difference and why does anybody even care? Well, Senior Care Plus knows all about it, and they hold seminars called the ABCs of Medicare.
Stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount, and you'll pay an extra amount for your Part B.
Did you know much about Medicare when you came tonight?
I knew nothing. It was very confusing because I was getting a lot of information from a lot of different people, and I knew that there were all these different Part A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I needed to know what needed to be done.
Chris Gourlay is the answer man. He sorts it all out.
So what happens if you're still working and you're covered by a plan through work? Right? Anybody here in that boat still working? Anybody familiar with the term donut hole or coverage gap? Yeah? A little confusing. What happens is people come to me 67, 68, 69 years old, and they say, nobody ever told me I was going to have a penalty if I didn't enroll in Part D. Why didn't anybody tell me that? Well, Medicare tells you that. They send you a great big thick book, and buried on page 192 is, oh, by the way. Well, people don't read all that. So we're able to provide a service to them where now they understand better what they need to do and what they don't need to do.
Which was exactly what Patty Drake was here to learn about.
And what did you learn that? Did you
I learned that. I did. I learned that. The gentleman was great. His PowerPoint was perfect. I could take notes. He went at a really nice pace and gave us some great resources to go ahead and take a look ourselves, see what we want to do.
So much information, who knew? And this is not only a chance to learn about it, but a chance to ask questions, because this is a very big and important decision, and you want to make it wisely. For more information on when you can catch the next ABCs of Medicare, just go to seniorcareplus.com.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
Even with more than 1 million people cared for by hospice each year, the decision to call hospice is never easy. However, at Infinity Hospice Care, many families tell us they wish they would have contacted us sooner. And with hospice being covered by Medicare and most insurance, the decision to get your loved ones the help they need is even easier. Plus, the registered nurses at Infinity Hospice Care are available 24/7. To learn if we can help, go to infinityhospicecare.com.
Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. This time of year when the weather is nasty and caring for a big house has a lot of older people deciding what their next move will be.
Now, whether it's a smaller house with a little less maintenance here locally, or maybe moving to a warmer climate, now is the time to do it as the housing market continues to boom in northern Nevada. Joe met up with Realtor Marsha Rambo to discuss all that.
Hello, hi, I'm here with Marsha Rambo, and she's with Realty One Group Eminence. Marsha, what's things going on now in the housing market?
Well, Joe, thanks for having me here.
You're welcome.
After 35 years in the real estate business, we see all kinds of markets, up and down, and we are definitely up. The supply is low, and that creates competition. So we're seeing a lot of overbids. We're seeing a lot of cash buyers come in to Reno area. So it's hard for the first-time buyers, some of them, because most of them have to get a loan. So a lot of them, they're just getting beat out by the people that come in here with cash. So it's what it is. Real estate goes in cycles, and we're on an upswing. And in December of 2020, the city of Reno actually had a record $500,000 median house price. So I think with seniors, you need to make a plan. And especially as we're getting older, you have to decide, am I ready to downsize? Am I ready to go from that 2-story to 1-story? Do I not want to do yard work anymore? And now could be your opportune time to do that, because you want to try to sell at the peak of the market.
Right.
Many people have equity, so you have the possibility of being able to get into something smaller, pay cash, so you aren't going to have a mortgage to worry about. Or if you're at the point of your life where you need to go into independent living, that's going to give you, you'll be able to afford to be able to, possibly do that.
Well, I think it's a good time to be in real estate, and it's a good time to know all the facts and know the area, which you do. So that's good.
Well, it's hard. It's a little frustrating to be in this market right now because you feel bad for people that, I have people that I end up having to call and go, oh, I'm sorry, your offer wasn't accepted.
Yeah.
You call the agent says, oh, I've got 20 offers. Okay, how many are cash?
Wow.
And if they have to get a loan, you're probably not going to get it.
Right.
Everybody has to be patient, and I always tell people, okay, the right one's going to come along. So,
well, I think people are fortunate to have good realtors like you, because you care about the people.
Well,
that's great.
I think too with the seniors, they need to talk to their tax advisors, and they have somebody that does their estate planning for them, and see where they're at. If it makes sense for them to make that move now, it really is an opportune time for them to take advantage of what's going on in the market right now.
Well, thanks a lot for being here, and thanks
you're
for
welcome.
all your information.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Joe. To reach Marsha Rambo, give her a call at the number on your screen. Don't you go anywhere. Award-winning Aging and Awesome will be right back.
Listen to this. I'm an actor, and I think you should call a random 1-800 number to talk about Medicare benefits.
Wait a minute. This guy's just a spokesperson for a call center that wants to sell you something.
It's dynamite!
Don't even start. There are some amazing benefits available, and the Medicare store will tell you the truth about all of them. And they give free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Trust the Medicare store, not an actor. Come by or visit themedicarestore.com.
Hablamos español.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
NV Legal Docs LLC, they are the Trust Masters, is a proud sponsor of Aging and Awesome, providing affordable wills, trusts, and estate planning document services. They are much different than your typical expensive law firm, offering flat fee pricing customized for each family. Having a trust is so important, and the NV Legal Docs team will explain at their no-cost, no-pressure seminar. Book your spot today and give them a call at 775-683-3100. Living trusts. Don't leave Earth without one.
The Better Business Bureau investigates and reports on scams that hurt consumers through the BBB Scam Tracker website. Here, some people share their stories, and others educate themselves. And together, we empower our community.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123. Oh my goodness gracious. Everybody, this is just a really special day because we have a special lady in the back. It's Dottie. Hi, Dottie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. This is an exciting day.
I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being willing. She was a little hesitant at first.
Oh,
but
yeah.
What was your hesitancy about being in the cab?
Well, I think answering those questions, you know, you don't want to be a dummy.
No, you're not a dummy. You're sharp as a tack. You're only 50 years old, right?
Oh, no.
Tell the world how old you are, because it's awesome.
I'm 90 and very blessed.
90 and extremely blessed. Dottie, you are sharp as a tack, a lot of fun. We're going to show how the world how smart you are. You ready?
Okay.
Here are the rules, Dottie. You get 3 out of 4 questions right today, and you are a winner of a fantastic prize. I'm going to give you some chocolate from the chocolate shop in Gardnerville, okay?
Oh, wonderful.
Dottie's ready to play. I'm ready to play. Yay! Question number 1, Dottie.
Okay.
Which U.S. state is known as the Sunflower State? Is it A, Kansas, B, Colorado, C, New Mexico, or D, Florida?
The first one.
Kansas?
Yeah.
That is correct!
Yay!
Well, Dottie, good. You got one right. Let's keep this thing rolling. Question number 2. What Major League Baseball team features a halo in its logo? Option number 1, the Washington Nationals. B, Toronto Blue Jays. C, the Los Angeles Angels. And is that your answer, I'm assuming?
That's my answer. And if I didn't know that, living in Southern California, boy.
No, you got it right. Los Angeles Angels. Good. Well, all right, Dottie, you're on a roll. Get this last one right.
Yeah.
And you win some chocolate. Here we go. Question number 3. A classic Pina Colada is flavored with pineapple and what other fruit? Is it A, mangoes, B, coconut, C, banana, or D, kiwi?
Coconut.
Coconut? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Dottie, you are a winner!
Yay!
Well, you are so great. Congratulations. 3 for 3. See, you had nothing to be scared of, Dottie.
You got that right.
You are so awesome. Isn't she awesome, everybody?
Well, that was fun. That was fun.
Dottie, in your 90 years,
90 years old is right, yeah.
in your 90 years, you're on TV right now. Do you have anything you want to share with the world?
I would share with the world, God help our world, because we're in a mess. We need all the help we can get.
Amen. I believe that too. Dottie, God bless you. Thank you for coming aboard the cab. You're welcome anytime, seriously.
I loved it. I'm glad I said yes.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
Next week, you know his name and you probably know his face, but you may not know all he's been through. Tom Dolan of Dolan Automotive Group has worked in this community for decades now, and this past decade was one that actually changed his life. We've got his story next week, Saturday at 7 o'clock, right here on CBS in Northern Nevada.
And before we go, Breen, and to our live studio audience, we want to check in on the email with our friend Van Vinico of the String Beans. Van, what do you got this week?
Lily wants to share her birthday story. Her husband gave her a talking centipede last week on her birthday, and they opened the box and looked in, and it was cute and everything, and they said, let's go for a walk around the block, get acquainted. And centipede didn't say anything. And she goes a little louder, said, let's go around the block, get acquainted. Nothing. And she goes and turned to her husband, I hope you have the receipt, maybe something's wrong here. And then suddenly they heard this tiniest squeak coming from the shoebox. And it was said, I heard you the first time, I'm just putting my shoes on.
Goodness.
And you know what? If you've got questions, you can send them on in to us. We got to keep Van busy, you know. You can find information on all of the stories that we covered here tonight on our website at agingandawesome.com. Just look under the Featured Segments tab. And of course, you can reach out to all of us there too.
Thank you to the Virgil for having us tonight, and for all of you for tuning in, and to our live studio audience for coming on in, and of course our wonderful community stakeholders who make this show possible. A big thank you to the Trustmasters,
The Medicare Store,
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks, the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
Nevada Aging and Disability Services Division,
Lakeside Manor,
Infinity Hospice Care,
Reno Eye Institute, and Senior Care Plus. We will see you next week.
Bye.